Hey, what's going on? It's BG, and if things look a little different to you guys, that's because they are. We spent most of this last weekend rearranging the stash room area of the, well, stash area of the room, and then the workbench area. Yeah, this is a, this is a big deal, but I like the feel of the room now. I really like how this is. I don't know. It's just, it feels happier. I feel happier. I'm a lot more excited to be in the room. And the door to the room is over there now. No more Mrs. BG sneaking and making faces at the camera. Oh, I know, right? But she would walk in while I'm working with my hobby knife and just yell, Brian! And I'd, end up getting out a Band-Aid and the whole thing. So, all right, we've got a lot to cover. We have some stash ads from the Model Car Mafia meeting we just had on Saturday. We went to a kit sale on Saturday, and we got a couple of kits at the NNL West show that we attended earlier in January. So I'm going to cover all that stuff. But first, we've got shop cards and a Christmas card. So first of all, I want to give a big shout out to Jamie G. He wrote us, he sent us an email saying that I sent you a card, but because of what's going on up there in Canada with the Postal Service, it's going to be late. And no problem. No problem at all. As a matter of fact, we got yours out in the mail today, so it's all good. But Jamie also sent us this wicked looking sticker. So that's going to go on the paint box of fame, which is over there now. So it's going to go over there. I'm a little lost in where the room's at. But next up, we got a really cool card from Mike over at the Intake. Cha-ching! Look at that. That is pretty cool. And Mike actually taped his sticker to the back of the card. Thank you for doing that, Mike, because I probably would have missed that in the envelope. And I'm stealing your idea, sir. So from now on, we're going to be taping our sticker to the back of our shop cards when we send those out. So thank you again for doing the shop card swap. I know we've been trying to communicate back and forth and set up that shop card trade. Glad we finally got that ironed out. Next up is Gloria from Stout Creations. Like that, that's awesome. Okay, I'm a fan of GTOs, and I think that's probably the best color for a GTO. And she says she's established in 2024, so fairly new. And then there's a QR code there. I don't think my camera is fancy enough for you to be able to scan that, so you can get your own card there. But again, there will be a link down in the description for everybody that we're talking about on this here. So thank you, Gloria, for doing the shop card. Yours is in the mail now because we finally got our envelopes in. When we're out of town, our neighbor collects our mail. He brings this stuff a little bit at a time because he remembers where it was in the house and then brings it over. We're working with them. So, and that will lead us to something else here in a second, but we'll get to that in a moment. And then finally, we have a card from Sam. Sam's card came a little while ago, but we just haven't had a chance to actually talk about this. Again, Sam is another newcomer to the model car community on YouTube, but apparently he's been building for quite a while because, dang son, look at those. Those are sweet. Love that Menards car down there. That's a cool color scheme, but Sam did a great job building that. I really like how that one looks there. Awesome job, buddy. And we got to meet Sam at Acme this last year and hang out with him. Really cool guy. So look forward to hanging out with him on the producer meetings that Lucas C often puts up. Since Sam is one of the producers, get to hang out with him online. It's a lot of fun. All right, so at NNL West, I will keep saying NNL East, but I would say at NNL West, the final one ever, we bumped into an old friend of ours, Ben Mossling, and he has a channel called Moss Rods, and he has resurrected his channel, so there will be a link down below for Ben. But that's a decal that he had, and he is another weathering king. So he had some really cool, he's got this lowrider taco truck or food truck on the BG Scale Model Workshop page on Facebook. It's right now the banner of that as of recording of the show. So go check that out. Just type in BG Scale Model Workshop and answer the questions. We'll let you in. Come join the fun because we're not talking about topics of sensitive nature, let's say. But yeah, good place to hang out. Also, got Ben's model on there so you can take a look at what kind of work he does. He posts on there quite often, so it's kind of cool. And then we got to talk to Leon over at Model Cars 1589. And unfortunately, Leon said that they sent him the wrong size stickers. So these guys are a little bit on the tiny side. So it gave us a handful. I think that was kind of awesome. I have a little pile of them right here on my desk, and I think I might head around the local area here and advertising his channel. But yeah, I'm gonna just put a whole bunch of these on the toolbox of fame out in the garage. So thank you for doing that, Leon. It was really cool to meet you also, and we've got something in the mail for you, sir. Hopefully you will dig it. And then also from Moss Rods gave us this little pin, which is actually a custom pin of a custom Hot Wheel that he had made quite a few years ago. I think he said it was one of his first custom Hot Wheels, but he gave us this awesome pin in commemoration of that custom Hot Wheel that he done. And yeah, this is really sweet. So let's going to go up here on the shelf of friendship that we have now. We just created that recently. But while we were in poking around there at NNL West, we got to bump into Scale Effect. And I tell you what, he's a very nice guy and an excellent builder. We got to hang out with him for quite a few hours. But he likes to print out these parts, and he gifted us this little baggie of wheels, a seat, some fender flares. There's an intercooler in here. There's a couple of shift levers and a little fret of coffee cups like you would get at the Starbucks. So whenever I get a build that has a coffee holder or a mug holder in a car, it's going to get one of these little guys in here. So thank you very much, Scale Effect. Really appreciate this little gift here. These are top-notch stuff, man. I love it. And I do have a kit in mind for these. I think you know the kit that I'm talking about because we did talk about it at the show. And we'll get to that there in just a little second. But this will be it for the mail call portion of stuff. Going back to my neighbor, the story about my neighbor. Just got this the other day. We got something from our buddy Dan the Man over at 60s Rule. And I did open the box up, and I got this far, and I saw what was in there, and I was like, okay, we're going to do an unboxing video of this separately from everything else that we're doing here. So we're going to get to that in just a few moments when we get done with this, and we'll post that video as a solid thank you to our buddy Dan. So there we go. And let's get on to the stash stuff, right? So we'll start off with NNL West, since that was pretty much the thing we were mostly talking about there. We picked up this guy. This is 32 Ford Highboy from Revell. This is an awesome kit, even though the box is not awesome, but this is an awesome kit. I've built a couple of these in the past already, and the specific reason why we got this kit here is because we're going to redo our Rambler 69 appreciation build. Salvaging the one that took a header like the Wile E. Coyote, yeah, like off of an Acme shelf. It just didn't feel right to salvage that thing and try to rebuild it. It feels better to just start over, maybe use a few of the choice parts out of that kit that survived. And between me and my buddy Chuck, gravity has been a real pain this year. But yeah, we're going to redo the Rambler 69 build. We're going to use this guy here as the base kit, and then we'll do some added on extras. Maybe change the engine. Maybe go with a little different version of the engine. But that's the plan for that guy there. Mrs. BG picked out this kit, and this is when we were talking to Scale Effect about using his parts in. But yeah, check that out. I love this color. This is an awesome color. I probably will do this kit in that color. But yeah, the upgraded wheels that we got from Scale Effect, he said that the tires should fit right onto the rims that he gave us, and they were printed to mimic Tamiya style rims, so they should just slip right on there without any issue. Don't know if we'll use the race seat in it or not, but if it's got a cup holder, it's going to get a coffee mug. So that one there. Of course, Mrs. BG has excellent taste, and yes, I put it down on the big shelf, which is known as the floor. Put that down there, but Mrs. BG picked that out. I carried that through most of the show, just walking around with it under my arm, and I didn't have a lot of time to shop. I was looking at models, I was talking to folks, hanging out, just having a good time. One thing I did pick up, which is a little outside of my usual buying thing, even though I'm kind of an oddball when it comes to kits. So I picked up this 125th scale Atlantis kit of the 57 Cadillac Eldorado, and I thought, at first I thought it was the 132nd scale. I'm like, oh, that's kind of a big box for that. Must be a huge kit, right? And then the guy selling the kit was like, no, that's actually a 125th scale. I was like, oh, okay, you've got my attention. And it was sealed in cellophane. I didn't want to bust it open there at the show, but we got back to the hotel room that evening. I popped it open, took a look inside, and it is molded in Cherry Jolly Rancher red. And it is 125th scale, but it also has like the solid plastic tire. So it's like a vintage version of the kit, I guess is the best way to say that. Comes with a couple of figures, but there's a little bit of cleanup they got to do on this game because it is an old mold. But yeah, I'm kind of excited to do a 57 Cadillac. I mean, it's kind of an outside of the box type of model car, you know. And now on to the Model Car Mafia meeting. I put in an order with my friend Mike. He had a few of these in his possession, and this was the last one he had on hand. But look at that. It's the 1976 Chevy Chevette. Isn't that great? Maybe it wasn't a great car, but this is a cool model. So I really wanted to have this. The cellophane, I'm not sure if 1976 they actually boxed stuff in cellophane like this, but this is old cellophane, so sounds like a few pieces have fallen off the tree, and it smells like dust and possibly other things. But yeah, I'm kind of excited about this kit. And this is a rally version. Why is it a rally version? Because it says that there's a rally tent included in the kit. You know, that makes it a rally version. So kind of cool to have that in the collection. And then our buddy Brian gave us a Christmas present. And he's like, you probably already have one of these in the stash, but you'll probably like it anyway. And I'm like, okay, let's take a look. So we open it up, and it was the Prestige edition of the Corvair model kit, which means it's got like this really cool pen stand, right? Plenty of room to put a nameplate on there too. But it's got all sorts of customizing options for this little guy. And yeah, I do already have one of these in the stash, but I don't mind because this makes Corvair number 10. So that's pretty sweet. Mrs. B, she's like, you gonna start building those Corvairs? So I'm like, hey, first rule of having a Corvair is you need 9 kits to build one, just like in the real cars. So there you go. And then last but not least, we have this guy here, Tamiya Subaru. This is from the Monte Carlo race of, let's see, 1998 is what it says. It's not a full detail kit, but it does have a really cool looking interior. And I freaking love these lights up front there. And I'm a Subaru fan, so it ticked all the boxes for me. And he was only asking $15 for it, so it's pretty awesome. So we went ahead and pulled the trigger on that. Now, on to the kit sale that we had gone to over at my friend's house. So here's the deal. A friend has this sale every once in a while. He sends out an email. If you get the email, you're invited. He wants you to come. So we go over there, and sometimes he'll put out some pictures of what he has. He doesn't ship. He doesn't sell on eBay. He doesn't hold stuff for people. So if you get the email, he'll tell you what time the sale's going to go. You got to be there. You know, that's kind of how it goes. He says he saves himself a lot of grief by just doing it that way, very, very straightforward. I appreciate that. I feel lucky enough to be in the area and able to pop over there whenever we can and take advantage of what he has for sale. So this particular time, he has prices on stuff that's a little bit higher than normal, and he decided to have a sale. So stuff was on sale. So anything over $20 was half priced. Pretty nice, right? Well, that was especially nice when we picked out this guy. Well, this box is a little roachy looking. It's not seen good days. So I was like, you know what? I don't know if I can really pull the trigger on the price that he had. He goes, that one's half price, Brian. Oh, okay, for $12.50, sure, I'll take the gamble. So there we go, 25 bucks. And got it home. We had to peel the box open. It's a bread box style type, or cake box style. And it's actually in really good shape. The decals are a little questionable. Looks like there's some cracking going on some of the ink areas. But we can probably find replacement decals for that particular car because it seems like it's a popular race car. So that's fine. $12.50 all day long. I'll take that deal. And then next up we have this guy, again, half price, so only $15. This is the Circuit Wolf Edition Fujimi Ferrari Daytona. It says a lot of fun splashy stuff out there, but we know it's Italian because of the colors, right? But yeah, it's actually a full detail kit, so it's got an engine and wheel options too. So this is pretty nice. And again, $15. Yep, I'll have that. And now for the granddaddy coup de grace of all of the things. This guy here, again, half price. Couldn't pass it up because of the color. No, I'm just kidding. Because I've never seen one of these in the wild, and I just had to grab it and take it home. Look at that. It's the Meng Hummer H1. Oh my. This is a full detail kit also. Engine, transmission, all the underpinnings, all the running gear. Yeah, is this a chunky boy? Yes, it is. And it's even officially licensed by the GM's guys. But boy, oh boy, look at that. Doesn't that say Arnold on the side there? Yeah, maybe I should put license plates on this that says Governor. We'll see. But yeah, this we could not pass this up. I had enough money in my pocket to cover the 3 kits that we picked up there. So we were very excited about that. All right, that's going to do it for us. Thanks for tuning in again. We're looking forward to starting off this new year with a whole lot of builds up on the shelf of shame, which is now in front of me, so I can't ignore it as easy as I used to. We're going to get on to more of those kits there. We do have a group build that we want to join. It's going to be the Big Rig group build. I don't think you can see it in frame. No, it's up that way there. But I got a group build for that. And then a couple other things coming up, especially the small scale group build in February, which is being hosted by Dan the Man and Sean over at Scale Model Car Guy channel. I'm happy to join in that group build because small scale stuff is awesome. All right, y'all, take it easy. Sorry for the length of the video, but we did have a lot to cover, and you know what time it is. Cookie time. All right, we'll talk to y'all a little bit later on. We'll see ya. Bye now.